Regulatory Reform, Commercial and Antitrust Law hearing will come to order. Without objection, the chair is authorized to declare recesses of the committee at any time. And if we have votes, we will recess for those votes. Now, I'll recognize myself for an opening statement. I would like to enter into the record the committee memo that was prepared for this hearing. In my view, it's an excellent overview of the issues involved with improving the bankruptcy code in its role as the primary mechanism for dealing with distressed or insolvent financial institutions. One of our witnesses today is the President of the Federal Reserve Bank of Richmond, Jeffrey Lacker. And let me say that there are statistics in an essay prepared by the Richmond Fed that underscore the importance of what we're talking about. And let me read from the essay directly. And I quote, and this was, I think, 2011 essay. And it was on too big to fail. According to, and I quote, according to Richmond Fed estimates, the proportion of total U.S. financial firms' liabilities covered by the federal financial safety net has increased by 27% during the past 12 years. The safety net covered $25 trillion in liabilities at the end of 2011, or 57.1% of the entire financial sector. Nearly two-thirds of the support is implicit and ambiguous, unquote. And I think you see that two-thirds portion when we talk about Lehman and Bear Stearns, where Bear Stearns received financial support from the government. Several months later, people are thinking maybe that's implied that they'll do the same thing with Lehman. It didn't happen. And one of the results was people didn't prepare for it. It surprised people. And the uncertainty that ensuring the government, the taxpayer, ensuring that large portion of financial assets of our country, the great majority, and then two-thirds of that support being iffy, I think is a condition that all of us in a bipartisan way ought to be concerned about. Those are very significant financial liabilities to place on the federal government and ultimately on taxpayers. It is a structure that can tilt the field towards government intervention and bailouts. In my view, statistics like this strengthen the case for improving the bankruptcy process so that risks are borne by private parties and cases are handled in a consistent way based on established precedent and rule of law.